I still remember the feeling of dread a few years ago when trying to shop for a new top to match the one pair of pants that fit me well for this important event. And you probably know the feeling, the dressing room panic moment, or when you stare at your closet surrounded by clothes, but with nothing to wear. So often, I would try outfit after outfit, getting more frustrated by the minute. Clothes piling on the corner as I quickly took them off in protest because of how they made me feel. It was a mixture of defeat and disappointment, and this used to be a regular occurrence in my home. And no, I am not going to tell you that the solution is to lose weight. On the contrary, this video will completely change how you look at your wardrobe, no matter the number on the scale or your body shape. Because your clothes are not here to trigger your nervous system, but rather to help you feel comfortable, beautiful, and authentic. And to help me do so, I invited the fabulous owner of Curating Confidence, KC Sullivan, who spent 20 years in the fashion industry, styling runway shows for events like the Oscars, and working on wardrobe on TV and film sets like the Disney Channel. Casey actually started in the modeling industry before she shifted to fashion design. But when she was faced with a major health crisis, she put on 100 pounds in less than a year. And that is when she discovered that she had built her entire sense of self-worth around her physical appearance, which I know is also the case for so many women. What I discovered after working with women on the weight release journey for now over a decade is this: feeling amazing in your body is not possible when you work only on the physical. Yes, diets and supplements are important, they have a place, but until you learn to upgrade your inner game, your inner world, it becomes so much harder to see lasting results on the outside, which is exactly what this video will cover. But before we jump in, I would like to invite you to click the link below this video to apply for your complimentary release consultation. In this call, we will map step by step what your release journey looks like. And if after watching this video, you feel inspired to stop trying to lose weight and make the shift to releasing it instead via a true mind-body approach, click the link below this video. Once I released 30 pounds and had to invest in a full new wardrobe, I discovered I had items in my closet ranging from a size 2 to a size 12. But the worst part of it all was the pressure that I used to feel for being in the weight loss industry and not looking like your typical weight loss coach, showing off her toned abs with a dangerously low body fat percentage. The truth is, I used to secretly have a pretty unhealthy relationship with the mirror behind the scenes. Nowadays, I see the gold in this. I have walked the path that you are on. And mind you, my work is rooted in the science of functional DNA testing. And what I discovered when I tested my own DNA was that I am not hard-coded to be lean. I have lots of challenges in my genetics, and so does majority of my clients. And that makes me not just gain weight, but regain weight easily. So if I can do it without obsessing over calorie counting, I have no idea how many calories I eat each day, and I honestly don't care. Without letting this whole process rob my mental peace, so can you. The same is true for Casey. Imagine being in a career for 2 decades where physical appearance in one way or another is part of the job, then facing a major life challenge and gaining 100 pounds. Just like me, Casey transformed her big life challenge into an incredible career where she helps women embody confidence, regardless of physical appearance. Because here's a little secret. How beautiful you feel on the outside is simply a reflection of how beautiful you feel on the inside. Our external appearance, or at least how we perceive it, is a byproduct of our internal state, period. You probably have met someone that does not meet the default body shape that in today's world is considered ideal, but they radiate beauty and confidence like they are so comfortable in their own skin. Can you picture someone like that? I sure can. I still remember her black stilettos working effortlessly in the most extremely slippery flooring without a problem. I was amazed. But I digress. That's what we're talking about here. So how do you get to this place of calm and strength and inner peace without having to change your body before releasing weight if that is something that you desire, and without lying to the mirror pretending that you like what you see? You make this one mindset shift. You realize that it does not matter. What? Let me explain. Because this absolutely rocked my world when I realized, and I still use this reframe often. Most people are not judging you. They're way too busy with their own melodrama to even care about you, how your clothes fit, and so on. Then there's the other 20% of people that will most definitely judge you without a doubt, so they can feel better about their own melodrama. So no matter how you look, what you say, what you do or don't do. So think about it. Judgment will happen regardless of how you look, but you will change absolutely nothing about your life. And I mean nothing. The sun will still shine. You will still wake up the next day and make your favorite hot beverage. Life will go on. So why are we wasting a single moment of our precious, exciting life adventure worrying about what others think or what they will say behind our backs? This is absolutely crazy, but we all do it. So when you grab something to wear that feels a little bit edgy, or a garment that you were waiting for a special occasion because it feels like too much for a regular day, remember, it does not matter. So go be you in full color with extreme floral prints or bold designs like I like to wear. Embrace your style. Play full out. Now, I want you to know something when things get tough. So picture yourself inside a dressing room, trying on some new clothes, and that old familiar dread returns, a little voice. Pants don't fit right, tops are hugging you in all the wrong spots, you know the feeling. Here is what KC has to teach us.
There is no place that you tend to feel worse about yourself than in a dressing room of a store.
Yeah.
And I have been working on my own body image for at least 15 years, and I still have my moments of, oh my goodness, are we here again? So I will say it's a practice. There is no, you're going to learn this one day and it's automatically always going to be fabulous. So I want to preface it saying this is a practice. And so when you do go in and you do have those moments in the dressing room, you're looking for something for a special event or just your everyday pair of jeans. We all want that great pair of jeans, right? When you start to get to that flustered point, I know it's challenging, but if you can just take a moment to stop yourself and intentionally ask the question, what is causing me stress right now? Name it. And no, this is one of those things that hits well with some people, and other people are like, oh, don't say that word. But from a therapy perspective, if anybody's ever done therapy, which I've personally done a lot of, I've had many therapists say, name it to tame it. If you can name the thing going on in your brain, you get to take back control of that thing. So if you will intentionally stop yourself in that moment and ask what it is that's bothering me, and then even if it's something you whisper under your breath, say it out loud if you feel comfortable, recognizing that's not a problem in your body, it means the garment is wrong for you. We constantly look at clothes that don't fit us as a problem that we have. And it's not us. It's the garment is not right for you. And it does take practice and it does take intentionality. But once you can figure out what it is you don't like and releasing the pressure to fix your body in the moment to find a garment that is right, you can assess the situation from a lens of truth versus a lens of self-judgment.
I could not agree more. I was born with natural curves, which is one of my best traits if you were to ask me, but it sure makes it hard to shop for garments that fit me right off the rack. And something that KC taught me, which really shifted my view on this whole issue, is when clothes don't fit, the problem is the garment, not your body. Whoa, light bulb moment, right? She knows, given her extensive experience in the fashion industry, that clothes are designed around a fictional average body. So when something does not fit, it is a design problem, not a body problem. Tattoo that in your arm. So let's get super practical. We now know the issue is the garment, not our bodies. So the next logical question is, how do we fix the garment to fit our bodies? So I asked Casey to give us her best tips and an example. Here is her on stage shining her beautiful light. But as you can see, her suit before and after tailoring looks completely different. Same body, she just fixed the garment. So your homework is to go find a tailor near your home. Making small adjustments don't have to be expensive. You'll be surprised. I rather buy clothes of better quality and get them tailored, what I call less but better or abundant minimalism, versus more clothes by shocking sales racks and end up with the best of the worst, which will keep you feeling like your body's the issue simply because you're investing in faulty garments. Here is Casey's list of alterations to fix any garment, so take a screenshot. And before we close, Casey has one final awesome tip for us, which will radically transform how you shop for clothes going forward, as well as help you get dressed easier each day. And that is to create a style framework. Here's how to do it.
My work in the fashion world started in the film industry. I did styling for TV and film. So I essentially do what I did to build like a character to be in a movie with my clients. And it helps them look at their life. So I would say to create ease in whether you're going shopping or trying to pick an outfit out, create a style framework for yourself and 3 to 5 words, this framework. And it allows you, you want something that is every day in your life. Think about a word that you know, no matter what, you want your clothes to be comfortable, let's say. Okay, so that's your everyday word. Then we want something that's emotional. How do we want to feel or present? So I want to feel strong. I want to feel confident. I want to feel bold. And then think about what it is. Okay, so we got our emotional word, our daily word, and then we want an aspirational word. What are we trying to achieve? What are our next goals? What are the steps we're trying to take and what pushes us to that point? Maybe it's somebody that is gone through weight release and they're still stuck in these clothes that are way oversized. And it's that, okay, my goal is to wear something more structured because it makes me feel better. But they're caught in their old patterns and habits and belief systems. So they haven't gotten there yet. So their aspirational word would be structure. And talking about it like a structure of a garment. So once you have that framework, you take those 3 words into shopping with you and you say, okay, what fits these 3 words? And if it look at it and it doesn't meet, and it's your interpretation. It can be something totally different for somebody else. But when you look at that, does it meet your daily wear? Does it feel like it's going to be, does it feel comfortable on your body? If it's not comfortable, I'm not wearing it. I'm sorry. I don't have time to have fussy clothes anymore. And then how does it make me feel? Does that feeling happen when I look at this, put it on my body, whatever that looks like? And then do I feel aspirational towards whatever's next for me, whatever my goals are in life? And if you can create shopping, looking at your current wardrobe from that lens, it's easier to release the shame around, oh, I should do this. This is the trend. I need to do this. No, what's working for you and your body and your lifestyle and your aspirations? And if you can apply that framework to those different scenarios, I think it's a really easy way to start creating healthy patterns for you.
I hope by now we realize that you can feel amazing in your body no matter the number on the scale, because it is not about that. And when that pesky voice returns, and it probably will, use the reframe I share at the start of this video and remind yourself that it does not matter. So go live your life boldly. Only this moment is guaranteed after all. And use Casey's tips to tailor your wardrobe to work for your body. As I often say, I am a heart-shaped cookie. So if I try to fit myself into a round-shaped cookie mold, it will chop off parts of myself. No, thank you. And just a quick reminder that if you want to explore what true mind-body weight release looks like, I would love to introduce you to the weight release shift experience. If you're curious, apply for your free consultation below if you're ready to drop the trial and error and pick alignment with your body over discipline. And if you want to connect with today's expert, the beautiful transformational image consultant, KC Sullivan, all her details can also be found below this video. And be sure to watch this video next on how to completely change how you look at weight loss, or should I say weight release, in your 40s, 50s, and beyond.